Viewer discretion is advised.
But will be completely ignored.
Spend time with your family? Sure I do. Good.
Like TV from other dimensions has a somewhat looser feel to it.
Yeah, it's got an almost improvisational tone.
What is up, everybody? I know it's kind of weird to just see just me for a little bit, but between me and you, I don't know if you know this, but just because we're co-hosts doesn't mean that we just, at the end of the week, just disappear. I haven't seen Eric. We usually talk every day. He's been a little bit distant. He's been a little bit weird lately, and his replies have been a little bit scary. As you can see, I don't even see him there. Mr. J, Eric, you there? Eric, he's been scaring me a little bit. Believe it or not, just because we're co-hosts, we're actually friends outside of this, and he's been kind of scaring me a little bit. His texts have been kind of cryptic. Oh, God.
You know, it's funny. I've been trying really hard to let this fun. But the one thing I do not understand, why he's kept me at bay. I wonder, maybe it's because it takes a lot out of us for all of my inmates to be entertained. Now, I warned you that I would be coming real soon. And well, the job is on its way. But for now, I will let him have his fun.
Eric, are you still in there?
To the beginning. I recommend to both the Vision and the Death Riders, do not come into our home, or the bride of my gears will go on the back burner. And my new electric chair.
Has anyone seen this?
It's showtime. Nick?
Eric?
Yeah,
Is that you? Are you still in there?
we got a problem.
What was that?
Somebody's getting very antsy. I don't know how much
Oh
more
my God. There you are.
I don't know how much more I can contain that son of a bitch before he just decides to go fuck it.
Where have you been?
Trying to keep him in control.
Not only where have you been, but where have you been this week, man? I've been reaching out to you to make sure you're all right, and you've just been sending me weird cryptic texts.
I'm okay.
Something like ha 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 and just weird photos. And what have you been doing?
I'm trying to keep the other motherfucker at bay, but I'm okay. So, we got a lot to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get started, breaking news right out the gate. We have a new NXT champion. The revolution is now televised. Last night at No Mercy, Ricky Saints dethrones Obafemi as the new NXT World Champion.
Oh, shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
Yeah, man.
I'm just gonna say this, Nick. I think you'll agree. The women's match fucking trash. Shawn Michaels, fuck you. You should have let Lola Vice be champion, you dumb hoe. And I'm going to only leave it at that for right now because at the present moment, I think you will agree. It's time to pay the bills.
Yes.
Mitch, our buddy from Hardcore Sports, welcome in, bud. But folks, you know what time it is. It's time to pay the bills. Like, share, subscribe, stay notified, Telegram, Baby Mama, Google Plus, your sister's ass, Pony Express, what can Brown do for you? Fuck FedEx, and the Postal Service can suck a big bag of donkey dick.
Agreed.
First and foremost, check us out here on the OTTR and Hardcore Sports Network on YouTube. Oh, hello, Christy. Welcome and good to see you.
Welcome in.
Also, make sure you do me and the whole Pod Bob and, well, everybody really a huge, big, solid. Make sure you check out the Linktree / Off the Top Ropes podcast. This is where you're going to find all the links to all our platforms and where to check out the merch. Make sure you stay up to date. Never miss an episode. And check out the archives. But, folks, y'all know what time it is. We in football in fall season. That's 10% off W Energy with OTTR Mob, the promo code. Lots of flavors. I'd try them. I've had a few, and they're good as hell. Also, of course, we are in football season, which means it's hoodies and hats. Dream Alive University, dreamalive.store, and, of course, Okaze clothing, 15% off with the promo code OTTR Mob. They got some good stuff. I get it. And also, Habits has some great merch and whatnot. I would recommend it. That's habits365.com. And if you want to, spice up your energy boost, don't forget 10% off Swift Energy. They also got some great flavors. Of course, don't forget the show, the pod, mob, some love. That's bombfirestore.com/store/ Off the Top Ropes Network. You've got everything from the pod mob men to Black Hearts Angels to yours truly with the new look and also the classic. We have t-shirts, we have tanks, we got hoodies. We might have a coffee mug. Might have a baseball cap. Could have a beanie for the winner. You never know. You just never know. So make sure you show some love, get some merch. And hey, look, it's the Wrestling Asylum's latest logo. Could get it in purple, get it in orange, or red, or white, or even green, or the classic black. And the guard baby has entered the building.
Eric, we're approaching, not to go back to that, but we're quickly approaching the really, really cold season. So I highly suggest you pick up one of our brand new, very sleek, very stylish hoodies, maybe a nice mug, for some hot cocoa during those cold winter nights. Also want to give a shout out to our boys over at Luigi's Pizza. They've very generously sponsored our affiliated wrestling indie promotion, Supernova Wrestling. If you're in the Massachusetts area, please be sure to check us out and be sure to check out Luigi's Pizza. They're the GOATs.
Absolutely. Now, today on the program, in the second half, just to give everybody a heads up, we're going to dive into the What If segment, and we're going to go back to 1997, and we got a question that's got to get answered. What if the great one, the people's champion, the final boss, never joined the nation of domination? Where could his career have taken after the Rocky Maivia crap? Blue chipper right there. And then, Nick, we talked about this. We got a long time coming, but save that because it's going to be good. We're going to get into your piss match, and we're going to tell everybody what grinds my gears. Now, to kick things off, it is safe to say, well, yes, we had learned earlier this week that Dana Brooke unfortunately had to relinquish the TNA Knockouts title. Congratulations to Kalani Jane. We got another massive piece of news. The women are dominating the Hall of Fame inductees, but one in particular particular. Shout out to the beautiful people, Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, giggity, 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 goo. Congratulations to them. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But we now have the first ever WWE and TNA two-time Hall of Famer. That's right. Mickie James, the wife of general manager Nick Aldis, will now be in the TNA Hall of Fame. Those unfamiliar with Mickie, here's a quick look back into the woman known as hardcore country. She began in the indies in the early days of TNA in the early 2000s, and she was a member of the Flock with Raven, and you know the guy, CM Punk. Mickie James would then show up doing the stalker gimmick against Trish Stratus in WWE. Over the years, she would also go to TNA. She would come back to the WWE and mentor the likes of Alexa Bliss and others. She would have one of the greatest rivalries in TNA alongside Tara. You knew her as Victoria in the Knockouts division. She would go on to against her other greatest rival, Gail Kim, for multiple Knockouts division. She even mentored and tested the young Giselle Shaw. She would do the unthinkable with the TNA crossover and show up in the Royal Rumble a couple of years ago with the Knockouts title. Mickie James has done it all, but tonight I get to say these words. She isn't just a WWE Hall of Famer. She is now a two-time Hall of Famer and has joined the TNA Hall of Fame, which will take place next month, the night before Bound for Glory. Necro, what are your thoughts?
I'll be honest with you, and this is not a dig at Mickie James at all. I genuinely forgot that she was in the WWE Hall of Fame. I really forgot about that. She definitely deserves it. She's one of the GOATs of women's wrestling, in my opinion. Even though she came from a time when she first debuted in WWE where women's wrestling wasn't as respected or viewed as positively as it is now, but she still made a spectacle of it. So Mickie James, hard worker, she most definitely deserves this spot. But you're a really big wrestling historian. I like to consider myself one too, but you're crazy. Maybe you can answer this question for me.
Shoot.
Is she the only, because the only person I can think of that maybe would be, but I don't even know if TNA had a Hall of Fame back then. Is she the only person to be a part of the TNA and the WWE Hall of Fame? Because the only other person I could imagine would be Sting, or maybe Kurt Angle, but I don't even think they gave Angle the Hall of Fame yet.
I know Sting for sure. You know what? Now you got me curious. Let's find out if Kurt Angle is. Hold that thought.
I don't know if they put him in the WWE Hall of Fame yet.
Yeah, Kurt's already in the WWE Hall of Fame. Yes, he is.
Good, he deserves it.
Kurt Angle and Sting are both WWE and TNA Hall of Famers.
Well deserved. AJ Styles is going to be one of those guys that gets in both too.
AJ will be too.
Easily. In fact, I'll be surprised if he doesn't go into the TNA Hall of Fame first.
Actually, wow. I am just now finding this out. It turns out Mickie James was not inducted originally to the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
I am just receiving word that it was supposed to happen. Take a wild guess who kiboshed that bullshit.
Well, this depends on what year it was. I'm assuming.
TKO.
Oh, then it was probably Vince.
Yep. So, folks, Mickie James will eventually be a two-time Hall of Famer, but she kicks it off with none other than the TNA Hall of Fame. Well earned, well deserved, and well.
That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Remember, kids, you can't get into the WWE Hall of Fame if you've done porn unless your name is X-Pac. Remember.
Oops.
Well, she got inducted with DX, so I don't know.
What do you say fuck me for?
we had a long, not to air out our business at all, but we had a long discussion in one of the groups about why China is or should be in the Hall of Fame on her own, but isn't. It was a long discussion.
I'm gonna say this as it pertains to that. This is just my opinion. I think I would agree with you. There is one issue. Remember, she thought her shit didn't stink, and JR even said when she pulled the shit she pulled back in 2001, Vince, to a degree, and he understood why, said no. This is bigger than the business is bigger than you. You can't. It's not that she didn't earn it. JR said at no point does he think she didn't have, the credibility, you know what I'm saying? She definitely had the credibility. She had earned it. But Vince at the time felt that there wasn't enough momentum to warrant what she wanted.
Yeah.
The division as a whole, due to, thanks a lot, Medusa, you're still going to have to eat this one for the rest of your fucking career, due to the infamous women's belt in the trash can incident on Nitro, Vince was still dealing with that bad taste. Hey, Bischoff, suck my dick. All right? And one put past Bischoff, never mind. I will leave it with this. I think that's why Vince acted the way he did, but also acted in that old, if you want to do that, you can leave. I'm not going to put up with somebody who's going to act like that, influencing behavior in the locker room, which will then play out into the product and have fans pissed off.
Oh, 100%. But there's a lot of people in the Hall of Fame that have done a lot of horrible things, and I feel like we're so far removed from it at this point that it's ridiculous for her not to have her own spot at this point.
I don't disagree with you. I also think what it is I think there's, as far as she being in there with DX, I have no issue with. And then we're going to get back to our thoughts about Mickie James going, because I'm going to give my 2 cents. Not that it means much. But here's my issue. And Hunter alluded to this, and I understood where he was coming from. Because it isn't just when Vince was there, it's also TKO. When you look her up, wrestling isn't the first thing that pops up. It's that.
Yeah.
So not necessarily belittling, demeaning, degrade. You get where I'm coming from.
100%.
It's more of this was at the top, then wrestling was at the bottom. So it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's in reverse.
Look, man, we've all seen it. We've all seen the movies. We know what happens.
No. I'm talking. They put that as the main career,
Mattress actress,
basically, and then pro wrestling second.
she did like 3 movies. Come on, she did years. I know you're correct, and that's what makes it sad. Like, she did like 3 movies. Like, can we not?
Yeah.
And not only that, but like, she's dead. She's dead. Can we just like move on from the she was in a terror?
I will. Okay, so I may not agree on everything with Mick Foley, not politics or anything like that, but certain stuff in the wrestling business. He fought his fucking ass off to get her back in the company, let alone a solo spot. So I gotta give him that. Golf clap. My point is this. I do think that she doesn't just deserve a spot. She changed the game for how these kind of women stepped in. You wouldn't have a Jordan Grace, a Slamovich, Beth Phoenix. There's a plethora of strong, buff women. They can.
Raquel Rodriguez. Let's not talk about Slamovich right now.
I don't give a fuck. You know better. I'm a controversial motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
She does look like the kind of woman that would hit a man, though. Like she does look like
there's guys out there who are into that shit. Be like, hey, baby, how you doing? What?
That don't make it right.
Suing your family guy. Step on my balls, Bob.
Oh, and if you ask Chris Jericho, he would gladly tell you she doesn't deserve shit. I still remember the shit he said.
You're looking at us go, this motherfucker right here.
Everyone remembers the shit Chris Jericho said.
All right, so overall for me, and I'm gonna talk Mickie James now. I want to get back.
Oh yeah, we got
a big topic coming up next. Okay, because we gonna get good. So,
oh my goodness.
Okay, Mickie James. What people do not know is she was a member of the New Gathering in the early days of TNA when it was the weekly pay-per-views.
What the fuck? Oh, I remember that.
Likes of Mr. De Niro, CM Punk, quote the Raven nevermore. She was then known as Alexis Leary. Okay, so she has roots pre-WWE. She is also the wife of our current SmackDown general manager, Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis got him a hottie, Boomalati, with the body.
I need one match.
For all of you that are going to say, oh, she ain't got cake, fuck you, bitch. The hell she don't.
Hands off the merchandise.
Give me one more Nick Aldis match, please.
Fuck Triple H for not booking that shit. Hold on. Nick Aldis, if you see this, I'm sorry, but I know you probably did this at least once, maybe 2 times. I don't know. And that would have been making me like,
oh, to his wife? Oh, he does that nightly. Are you to Mickie Jameson? Yes.
Well, okay, Dan.
Exactly.
Okay, so overall, so far, we've just had Mickie James and the Beautiful People announced for the Hall of Fame. Before we go into our next topic, overall thoughts. Nick, talk to him.
Overall thoughts on Mickie going to the Hall of Fame?
Yes, sir.
Considering how long and how many times she held the Women's Knockout Division Championship, considering her impact even outside of TNA, slam dunk. Slam dunk. That's like the biggest slam dunk pick. The only ones I could think of that would be an even better lock other than her would be like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and even still, her name comes up in the leagues of those guys, just in the women's division for TNA. She 100% deserves a spot.
Mm-hmm.
No brainer.
People, I mean, once they split, they did well. They were, I'll say this, as a whole, the Knockouts division, I believe, is truly what got women's wrestling to start turning back around. Because Vince wasn't fucking doing that. It was broad panties, pillow fights, and it was known in the WWE as, I gotta go take a shit or a piss. I'll be right back.
What do we get? Evolution? What do we get? Evolution once? Do we even have a second Evolution?
Yeah, we had it earlier this year.
Shows you how much I fucking cared.
Thanks a lot, old man. Walt Disney off of Temu, the Telemundo porno star looking ugly 70s motherfucker.
Was he still in charge at that point?
During the first one, yeah.
No, I mean during the second one.
No, he was out by then. This was earlier this year.
So Tripp handled it even worse.
The second one was an attempt to counter program All In. And that backfired because, newsflash, folks, AEW did it again. 140,000 pay-per-view buys. And that ain't even including what fans paid for being on HBO at HBO Max. So, motherfuckers, guess what? The streaming service, yeah, it works, but you're losing your money.
It's like he thinks that like he can put on anything, and him being Triple H. It's like he thinks he can just counter program and put literally anything on the screen, and
it didn't work.
No, like prime example,
I was there.
WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza was absolute dog shit. We've already discussed it, but this counter programming, I can see what he's doing, and I understand it from a business standpoint. But if you're gonna do this head-to-head petty bullshit, you gotta put on a decent show. Give it to Tony Baloney. I may not like a lot of his shit. I may find his storylines kind of stale and boring, but the man knows how to put on a good pay-per-view card.
The only issue I have with Tony Baloney, as you'll like to call him, only issue I have with Tony Khan is the pay-per-view being too long. But given what happened with All In, by the way, I was there.
Nice.
I see why. Because it was the same night as Goldberg's final match. So I understood.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Trying to find my train of thought. Sometimes you just get a brain fart, you know? But, okay, now I remember what I was going to say. In general, some of the stories have played off phenomenal. Great. Fucking awesome. Some didn't. But overall, Hunter, you are basically letting TKO pull the same fucking bullshit. What was the name of that promotion who tried that? And it fucked them so far up the ass. Vince McMahon bought him in 2001. Nick, you know, I get racked in the head sometimes around this abode, and I got a case of the Sometimers. Do you remember the name of that promotion? Do you remember?
CZW? No, I'm just kidding. WCW. And inevitably, they kind of swallowed up ECW, too, so...
Yep. So...
Got your ass.
Need I say more? So, and the fact that Tony Khan in the media presser said he is just focused on his product, dude, wonderful. Wonderful. That is exactly what you should be doing. That is exactly what you should be doing. And to me, that is how you know AEW ain't fucking going anywhere. Because he is not obsessed with counter programming. So for all you trolls, and I know we got a little sidetracked, but again, this is the Asylum. Anything can happen.
He has before in the past. Just throwing that out there to you, Christy. He most definitely let what they were doing affect him before. I'm just glad that he's grown enough to not now.
Yeah, but here's the thing, okay? He went through some bad growing pains for 2 years. For with CM Punk, we already have hashed that out. But here's the other thing. Okay. Before we get to the other topic of the first half of the program, and I think you're going to like this one, Nick. I think that for Mickie James, and I'm going to wrap it up like this because I want to go to our next topic. Mickie Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. She fucking killed it. She showed up in 2010 at Bound for Glory, shook the fucking system, and her, Tara, and the other knockouts, ODB, one dirty bitch. I mean, the knockouts division there was head and shoulders. And for the Bellas to say, oh, we were the best. Nikki, the only door you knocked down is the one to John Cena's bedroom. And Brie, the only door you knocked down is the one where you swallowed Bryan Danielson and ended up giving him 2 fucking kids. So shut the fuck up about the Divas division. The Divas back then were horrible. They sucked dick. You want to know what Stephen A. Smith wants to say? Hang on. I think he'll sum it up just like this.
They are trash. Horrible.
Horrible. It was trash. You went from the women's division to what I like to call the tramp stamp era.
What, you didn't like the butterfly belt?
It looked like a fucking tramp stamp in poor taste. Who you bullshitting? And the only fucking woman who just came back after a 10-year hiatus is the only one that made that belt worth relevancy. I'm sorry, Undertaker, your wife couldn't hack it. She contributed in another way. I respect that. But as far as I'm concerned, as Stephen A. Smith has said, the Divas era.
They are trash. Horrible.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Christy said it best. The Knockouts division showed what women's wrestling could really be. And they deserve fuckload more credit. And part of it was the leadership of one Mickie James. But now, speaking of being TNA, the subject of this week's program, we had a shocker Tuesday night. Going into last night, wait a minute, as the headline reads, NXT's invaded. Wait a minute, what in the hell? It's TNA. Are you kidding me? We're going to go talk about it. And it goes a little something like this. So, as you all are well aware, TNA and WWE have a partnership. Well, it's mainly been focused on the NXT brand. As we all know, Trick Williams earlier this year defeated Joe Henry for the TNA World title. Tuesday night, Obafemi, Trick Williams, winner take all. Santana, during the course of the match, came to sit out on commentary. Trick Williams got to the outside, bitch slaps, and as you can see, all hell is broken loose. Ricky Saints, then being the challenger, would try to focus on the NXT title with Obafemi, still champion, going, bitch, not so fast. At the end of the night, this visual right here, the TNA roster standing tall. The last time we saw something like that in WWE was 2005, the ECW One Night Stand storyline. You want to know what? This is the fucking shit we should have got back in 2001. God damn it. Walt Disney off of fucking Wish.com. You taint tickler. You fucked it up. At least Hunter and Sean, a.k.a. Paul and Michael, had enough wherewithal to figure this one out. Perfect execution. For months, Trick Williams, every title defense, has been able to keep his hands on the TNA championship since he defeated Joe Henry. You had a winner-take-all scenario. You had Matt Cardona, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce. I'm using their old names. You had Eric Young, Frankie Kazarian. You had key members of the TNA roster watching because they knew if Obafemi won, they were 180 over fucked when it comes to blood pressure. Of course, Trick couldn't stay focused because he doesn't like that at Bound for Glory, he has to face the baddest bitch, the toughest son of a bitch from New York, Mike Santana, for the TNA World Championship. This is how the invasion should have happened 24 years ago. It was perfect. And the best part of the closing moments of the program was Ricky Starks just casually walking out, going to get his hands on the NXT title. Obafemi gone. Not so fast, motherfucker. You want that belt, you gotta whoop my ass first. And not caving to the chaos in and outside around the ring. Focused on the champ, laser focused on the prize. That was perfect, picture perfect execution. Nick, what's causing all this? Tell the people. Talk to them.
I don't mean to qualm the seemingly happy feeling that you have over here, but this means literally nothing to me because the sheer disrespect that TNA has gotten since the very beginning of this partnership has been laughable, to the point where they can do this invasion storyline, and to me it's just going to be the invasion 2.0 where they're going to just fucking flounder TNA again. Because honestly, between me and you, the NXT TNA deal, and every time they ever do some sort of cross promotion anything, it's like the world's most public cucking ever. They just bend over TNA, fuck him in the ass, and then they pan the camera over to the owner of TNA just sitting in the corner.
What do you say fuck me for?
They just pan over to the owner of TNA right in his little cuck chair, just looking sad that his product is just getting bent over every single fucking week.
Are you guys serious?
Very as serious as a heart attack, because TNA to me used to be rebellion and freedom against the norm of big time WWE. Now that partners, I was so happy about it to begin with, but now it's just like, here, take out my skeleton and fucking dance around with it, WWE. Hopefully I'll get money out of it.
I'm happy for it because now breaking, this was discussed Tuesday night on the program. We have learned from General Manager Ava, October 7th, Invasion, 2 traditional Survivor Series style matches. One for the men, one for the women. We will have the winner take all. Dark State defends against the Hardys in a winner take all scenario. Here's the rub. Both rosters are 86th from ringside. Banned. You get involved, your ass is suspended. This will be one winner. I have this sixth hunch. Should the Hardys shock the world, they are going to lose the TNA tag titles to Team 3D, the Dudley Boys, at Bound for Glory. Unless they do, an honor thing. Just work with me here. Overall, to an extent, I'm happy because we booked the way the actual angle where it started came in. And it started with Trick shocking everybody back at Battleground to become TNA World Champion. I thought that was the right move. Then you had JC Jane win the Knockouts title. Then she loses it to Ash, and now Ash has vacated and Kalani Jordan has it. I think Kalani is going to end up being on the TNA brand for a while. Because Kalani, if you remember, before she went by Ash by Aliens, she used to be known as Dana Brooke, and she was Dana's protege. So I have this sixth hunch, sixth sense, if you will, that is coming. I am going to say, if this was Dana Brooke's swan song because she's hurt, then and can't get in the ring, then she went out on a high note. She finally got the big one. No pun intended for all you perverts out there. But
Didn't she?
Say what?
Didn't she date Batista?
Oh no! Batista was long gone when she came in.
They had like an internet fling, and then they showed a picture of them together at one point.
That turned out to be a fake, falsified photo.
Because I was gonna say, if they were, she definitely got that big thing. I don't know if you're on the internet in the early 2000s, but we all know what Batista's dick looks like. That shit huge as fuck.
The way he looks now, it's probably shrunk.
Fair enough, man. It's still, even if it shrunk if it shrunk half a foot, that shit would still be gigantic.
You mean no?
Lord,
Nobody gonna want to fuck a horse's dick, but another.
What do you say fuck me for?
Look at Stephen A. Smith going, what the fuck? Roman Reigns is like, fucking Christ.
Look, we've all seen it. We've all.
Who the fuck are you?
Look, we've all been on wrestling forums that we didn't belong on, and we've seen things that we shouldn't have.
Yeah. So, folks, overall, I'm going to say this. Great job because it played well into what we're going towards in 2 weeks. Congratulations to the new NXT champion, Absolute Ricky Saints. The revolution has arrived. But I'm going to say this. Screwing Lola Vice. I don't know who was in that fucking black garb. Hunter. Sean. Fuck you.
You know what?
Lola Vice was cusp, and you shit the bed.
You know what, though? I'll take it, because I want Obafemi on the main roster.
They are trash!
No, I agree. I think that's why he lost. I think he's preparing for the main roster. Hunter.
Him versus Breaker? Oh, I want to see it.
Oh, I think everybody wants to see it. Hey, before we go to the break, Hunter? No, I take it back. Paul Levesque, Michael Kiss My Bottom.
You ain't shit!
Fuck Bruce Pritchard. Fuck Bruce. I don't care. All of them, whatever. Fuck Bruce Pritchard. Fuck him.
Get him!
Sorry. I have a
Oh, AB's in the building, and guess what? Breaking prediction. I'm all behind it. I love you, Sammy, but Obafemi defeating Sami Zayn, I can see that happening, brother. I could see it.
I would love that. And to be honest, Sammy deserves it. As much as he's the underdog. How is he even the underdog anymore? Honestly, and this is no hate to him because I used to love Sammy, but how is he even the underdog anymore? Now he's just
I don't know. Maybe because he's had a hard enough time trying to get to the top. I don't know. But folks, let me say this. We are about to take our commercial break. So here's what I suggest. Get your brunch, your lunch, your morning blunt, a little libation if you want to kick off early.
Go
After
smack
the break.
He knows what he did.
Huh?
Go smack your father. He knows what he did.
We're going to take a break because after the break, we're going to talk about what The Rock's career would have looked like if he did not join the nation in 1997. Nick has a special piss match of the week. You ain't going to want to miss that. I'm going to tell you what grinds my gears. And to close the show, I think I need to give the fans something. For October 31st, a little sneaky peek for Halloween. Stay tuned.
Before
You're
we
not going to want to miss the second half of this program.
Before we go into the commercial break, I have one thing to ask you, and I don't want you to answer it now. I want you to answer it when we come back, because we're about to dive into The Rock. If he didn't join the nation, do you think we would be smelling what The Rock was cooking?
Well, I can answer that right now, actually. It ain't shit. So, stick around, folks. You're going to want to be here for the second half. We'll be right back after these messages.
Greetings! It is I, the technical alchemist, David Mercury, and I'm bringing a special message to you. Listen in to OTTR, Off the Top Rope Broadcast, yeah!
Hey, yo, this is your friendly neighborhood Red Dog here, eating pizza. No, not from Pizza Hut, not from, any other place. From Luigi's. That's the place that we going to. That's the place we eating at. See, the camera's not even on me no more. So, as a friendly neighborhood Red Dog and your favorite mercenary, I approve of said pizza.
The nerve of SNW coming to here, Lynn, Massachusetts, my town, October 24th. Whether I'm on the card or not, I will be here, and there better be an opponent for me.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the chef, Peter Gianni. And on October 24th in Lynn, Massachusetts, Supernova Wrestling presents Halloween Chaos. And if you couldn't tell, the chef's a big fan of spooky season and everything to do with it. But we're going to put that on the back burner for now because I've been announced as the number 4 entry in the Deadly 7 match. 4 competitors, 1 winner, 1 golden ticket to any title, anytime. Now, if you know anything, the chef has the best recipe for winning, and on October 24th, I will be walking out of there just like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory with my golden ticket to any title, any time. I'll see you all then.
Let him cook!
I'm waiting for luck, it never landed. Nah, stuck on your block forever.
And folks, welcome back to the second half of the program. You know, as I sit here and I do eat a little bit of my leftovers from yesterday, a thought occurred to me. You know, one of the greatest legends of all time, the great one, the corporate champ, the people's champ, the final boss, had a hell of a career. But there's this really weird lingering question in the back of my brain. What if he never joined the Nation of Domination and turned heel in 97? How would it impact his career? So, let's dive back, shall we? Rock, a.k.a. Rocky Maivia, debuted at Survivor Series 1996 in that ugly blue. For the better part of a year, he was getting booed. And then they turned him heel, and he joined the Nation of Domination. D'Lo Brown, the Godfather, Farouk, and him. Eventually, their rivalry with none other than DX catapulted everybody into the main light.
Don't forget,
then when he turned heel for the second time as a member of the corporation and feuded with the Texas Rattlesnake and would end up becoming the People's Champion and go on to be a member of Hollywood and then eventually give us the birth of the final boss. So, here's the question that I propose to my fellow viewers, my fellow inmates. Had The Rock not been turned heel in 97, where would his career have gone? Nick, I'm going to start with you and let you take center stage on this one. Take it away.
You know, I gave a lot of thought about it when you proposed this topic, and then I gave even more thought about it over the break. Do I think that his career would have been exactly the same? Do I think the trajectory would have been the same? Probably not. Between me and you, I think the Nation of Domination was definitely needed, not just for Rock, but for everyone that was in there that was involved. It gave them more of a platform, more of a good footing, more of a presence on Raw, I would say. But as much of a captivating man that Rock is, and let's be real, the Rocky die chance, the heel turn was inevitable. The Nation was just the best way to do it for him and everyone else in the Nation, in my opinion. Do I think he would have, if he became a heel on his own and did the exact same Rock gimmick without the Nation, do I think he would have been catapulted as fast? Probably not. But the most electrifying in sports entertainment. He was inevitably going to at least be a world champion a couple times. Do I think we would know him as the final boss? Probably not. Probably not. but I still feel like he would be a main roster stay.
I agree with you to some extent. I do think the way to turn him with the die Rocky die chance was the nation. Here's my only problem. If you didn't have that and he went the way you described, I still don't think we get 3 straight against him in Austin.
No.
There's no way.
No way.
None.
Maybe 1.
If that. Because he was able to sit under 3 big learning trees and then work with Triple H and X-Pac and the others of DX. And he was able to learn certain things. I do agree with you. At no point had he done it the way we're describing. Yeah, he'd have a couple world titles. He wouldn't have the number he has, which I think is 7. Don't quote me on that. You want to know what the other thing I don't think happens? You don't get the final boss. I don't think he goes to Hollywood. Hear me out. I think what happens is we get to 2002 SummerSlam. Who whooped his ass?
Oh, you're quizzing me.
Young upstart. Who am I thinking of?
It wasn't Lesnar, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
I think Rock gets his ass whipped and retires. Because I'm going to say this. More than once, when Roman was feuding with Brock and Heyman, Tribal Chief, Rock said it was only 1 match against the Beast. And Heyman said, you remember the rematch between Brock and your cousin? Oh, wait, there wasn't one. Now, folks, normally I would say, but I do have a situation. So we need a quick couple of moments. I promise I'll be back. See what I'm dealing with? The guard dogs have been summoned. I don't know what the hell is going on, but we're going to get to the bottom of it and find out. Nick, be so kind to give me your thought on this part of the topic. Do you think we would have gotten People's Champ versus People's Champ? Diamond Dallas Page versus The Rock?
Ooh, well, a couple things I wanted to say to what you said before that. I think that we wouldn't have got the final boss. I do feel like Rock, just because he was a good-looking guy back then, inevitably he would have moved to Hollywood. The only thing is, I don't think he would have ever came back. I think he would have just stayed a movie star and never even thought about WWE again if he didn't have as big of a presence as he had with, starting from the Nation, which grew everything else. So I feel like he would have just stayed. He probably wouldn't have bought into TKO. He probably would have just did his own thing outside of wrestling, kind of like what Batista's doing, where he acknowledges his past, but he's all about the movies now. The Rock, as far as I just don't see him. Honestly, without the Nation and the 3 leading to the 3 back-to-back WrestleManias with the Stone Cold, I don't see him ever coming back from Hollywood because he wouldn't have had that same aura that he has now as the final boss. As to quote Eric, who said, "Don't quote him," the 7-time world champion. He might have had like 2 or 3, but I just don't see it. I just see him becoming Hollywood Rock and staying Hollywood Rock.
Well, thankfully, we never have to find out. But I will say this. I do also think without it, Austin still would have had the run he had. You wouldn't have a record-breaking 3 times him main eventing. Mania. 15, 17, 19, 3-time main events.
That brings up a good question, actually. Now, it does have to do with The Rock, but it's not completely about The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock never joined the nation and never became as big as he was. Obviously, we discussed how we don't see the 3 WrestleManias. How would that impact Stone Cold's career? Because don't get me wrong, Stone Cold was the biggest thing since sliced bread, but his magnum opus, his main John Cena and Edge, Rock and Stone Cold was the rivalry. So how would it impact Stone Cold's career? I mean, he'd still have matches against like Kane, Undertaker, the greats. But The Rock, though, without The Rock, who was his greatest opponent other than The Rock?
How would it have impacted Austin versus McMahon? Because McMahon used The Rock, used The Undertaker. I don't even... you know what? I will say this. It would impact one moment, particularly. April 1st, 2001. WrestleMania 17. It would impact that. The night Austin turned heel.
We just discussed TNA. We don't need to go back to Impact.
Smart ass. It would have, you would have never had Austin turn heel. Bar none.
No.
And I think, because I will say it before and I'll say it again, and I've said it many times when I've talked this discussion. I've talked about this in the past. You would not have had a Stone Cold heel.
Nope.
So to close out this, you wouldn't have it. So that's something to think about, wrestling fans. But, the new segment, and I've enjoyed it, your piss match of the week. And we talked about this before going on the program. Nick, I'm going to say this. I know you can rant. I'm letting you take the center spotlight. I will chime in when I can. Pal, Mr. Necro, the piss match of the week. What's causing all this? Talk to him, baby.
Eric, it comes with a heavy sigh and a big portion of sadness when I have to tell you and tell the audience that, unfortunately, this week there is no piss match. Sadly, there's no piss match, and let me tell you why. Because it's not a piss match. It's a piss fucking product. Everything has been such shit that there is no room for a fucking piss match. Originally, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that the product has been so shit consistently across the board, talking Raw all the way to SmackDown, including WrestlePalooza, honestly, that triple threat women's match with that really botched fucking 3 count, that would have been the piss match of this week if it wasn't for the fact that Raw in and of itself has been completely unwatchable. I've had this discussion with you every week, and I hate to do it again, where I talk about my GOAT.
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
It hurts me every single time I have to disgrace my number one on my Mount Rushmore. But Triple H, what are you doing? What are you doing? Not only are you fucking making the weekly product not worth watching whatsoever, not only are you making the pay-per-views unwatchable and then rising the fucking price of the said pay-per-view, you're making this shit undefensible. I can't defend you. I can't defend the product when you try to counter program. Mind you, watch any of our episodes. Watch any of our episodes. I'm a Division 1 AEW hater. Not saying I don't enjoy their pay-per-views from time to time, because let's be real, their wrestling can be fine. It's the storylines and the product in and of itself and how the management usually goes that I'm not a fan of AEW. But for the
I understand, Nick. I get it.
For the last 2 or 3 counter programs you guys have done, not only has AEW put on a better show, but they have out fucking classed you. Main example, when John Cena and Edge were swapping, homages to each other. How did AEW handle it? They stayed quiet. They let the moment speak for itself. They let the crowd speak for it, and it was a great moment. What did WWE do?
Yeah.
What did WWE do? They did the most classless bullshit ever. They had Michael Cole fill in some bullshit saying, "Oh, John Cena's paying homage to the tribal chief." Which, dude, how many times has the tribal chief done this? And then, held his hair back. And not only that, there's only one guy in the history of all of wrestling, at least in my opinion, in my thoughts, in my sight, there's only one guy who hits the spear like a fucking running hug.
Brothers and sisters, are you with me?
And that's Edge. Edge is the one who hits the running hug spear. So when John Cena hit the running hug spear, that most definitely wasn't fucking Roman Reigns. So stop insulting my intelligence as a WWE fan and historian, number one. Stop insulting my intelligence as someone who knows that there's other people out there, because I know that there's more than just WWE wrestling. They like to paint this picture that WWE and I guess TNA are the only wrestling promotions that have ever existed, and if anyone has left and gone to any other promotion that doesn't exist, they don't exist in our fucking canon. Bullshit, and I'm fucking over it. There is no piss match. It is a complete piss product. If you want $30 a month from me, which I'm not going to pay it, if you want $30,
Crazy.
if you want $30 a month from me, make a product that was better than when it was on Peacock for $7. Because let me tell you, when it was on Peacock for $7, there were several pay-per-views, several pay-per-views where I went, this wasn't even worth $7. I want that $7 back.
Let him get up.
Over it. I gotta stop.
Let him get up, Nick. Fuck.
He's a bloody pulp. I gotta relax. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. That's just been sitting for a minute. I'm gonna calm down.
Let him get up.
I'm gonna calm down, Eric. You gotta take the wheel for a minute. I gotta calm down. I'm gonna lose it. Thank you. You're right. Thank you. This was a KB level rant.
It wasn't just KB level rant. This was an EJ rant. Fuck.
Oh, I'll lose my shit.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. 2 times you've said that shit, KB, and it's come true. Don't start that shit. What do me and Blackheart tell you? Don't start that shit. Don't. Because then we turn around and go, this motherfucker, no.
But he's a fortune teller. We're all going to have to be getting VPNs as soon as possible. Also,
yeah, no shit.
Shout out to Stephanie McMahon. She most definitely deserves that Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
She told everyone to get a VPN, so she deserves that shit.
So I know this ain't a match, but in terms of this rant,
I give this match a 10. A fucking 10.
Shout out to Uncle Fats on this shit. But no, Nick, where's the... Nick, as Tony Schiavone would say, you would lie. Nah, in this case, I think Tony Schiavone would go, where the lie? Where's the lie? You would lie? Where's the lie? Because I'm going to say this. Where in the fine fuck? No! Boom! This would be the part where I insert Cartman finding out there's that KFC is illegal on South Park, and he goes, no! Boom. Oh, that reminds me, we should have that clip for a random moment. Shit. Memo to me, South Park had exploding
Oh,
clip.
can we also have that clip where he rips off a piece of chicken skin and he snorts it? Oh God, Triple H.
You mean like the IRS? Okay, we kind of figured that already, but we digress. I'm gonna say this.
I agree with KB.
Hunter.
They are trash.
Yeet.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Hold up, relax, hold on. That's still Triple H we're talking about.
Yep.
On 14, 15.
I'm gonna say this for what it is. I got to shake my head about it. The mere fact that we even have to have this conversation. I'm gonna say this. Say what you want about the old man and the scandals and all the bullshit. Bischoff is right. Vince is right. And I can't believe I'm saying this, even the shit stain on pro wrestling, Vince Russo, is right. And I've roasted that cum dumpster fire on multiple occasions.
I was already surprised when, oh my God. I was surprised at the first one.
I've roasted this. I can't even fuck right now. I can't believe I'm agreeing. You are fucking raping generational fans with this bullshit that got you here. That's how pissed I am. It broke my cane. What are you doing? I can't even begin to fuck. That's how pissed I am at this shit. Motherfucker. No. No. Not now. You know what's happening. I know. Shut up.
You good, bud?
Yeah, I will explain in a minute. No shit. No shit. Okay, this is why Tony Khan is going to strike pure fucking hot. He said the only time he will ever have to jack up a price is if it's a certain situation in the market. So let's say he's got to go to Boston.
That would start selling out venues first.
He's sold shit. He sold out all out, dude.
Yeah, that's one of their biggest pay-per-views. I mean, consistently.
No, every one of the pay-per-views they've had, they sell out.
Again, pay-per-views, but I'm talking about weekly shows.
They were doing that, and then guess what the old man off of Temu did?
Fucked him hard. Fucked him deep.
No lube.
Not even a pillow to bite.
Pretty much. But now, I'm about to relieve you, the little people, of your anger, because I'm going to take it and channel it. So this week, you want to really know what grinds my gears? You want to know what grinds my gears? That's cheaper compared to what you would pay for a WWE pay-per-view. We went, you were at All In, I was at All In. That's cheaper than what you would pay for a VIP pack for a WWE pay-per-view. So trust me, I know for two people, you roughly spent $500. That's cheaper than what you pay for, I don't fucking know. WrestleMania, Survivor Series, a 2-night Royal Rumble. That better not fucking happen. Touch the Royal Rumble and never mind. I'm not going to get us thrown off the air for saying that comment. But back to what I want to say. You want to know what grinds my gears? You having built a dominant woman in Lola Vice only to fuck her over, and she loses to JC Jane, a Temu version of Mandy Rose. You want to know what grinds my gears? Is you come up with the invasion the way it should have happened 24 fucking years ago, because the Walt Disney off of Temu, the Telemundo porn star looking old fart, was still anal raped and butthurt by one Ted Turner, who kicked his ass for 83 weeks in a row. You want to know what really grinds my gears? Is the fact that, and Nick alluded to this earlier, you have commentary acting like other promotions don't exist outside the fucking bubble. When a goat, yes, Cena is on the goat mountain.
Oh yeah, like a pony. I'm a pony. I'm a pony.
Paying homage to a fellow Hall of Famer, and they want to talk shit. You want to know what grinds my gears? Is when TKO wants to pull bullshit like that of WCW days, fully fucking aware. And Nick Khan, you also know this to be true. So you aren't innocent, motherfucker. That they did the same stupid shit. Okay? You want to know what really grinds my gears the most? Is the fact that the heel turn for John Cena went trash. Because the final boss went back to Hollywood to go swallow another load of money. Look. If you know, you know. And you want to know what really grinds my gears?
What do you say fuck me for?
Is this constant fucking tribalism in the IWC. You keyboard cum dumpster fires. Fuck, I can't even believe I gotta say this shit. Get out of mom's basement. Take a break from eating your ramen. Touch some grass. Lick some pussy. Something. The tribalism on all sides of professional wrestling fans has got to end. And fans, please, you want to know what's going to truly grind my gears? Is when fans stalk the wrestlers. Cut the shit. Because I'm hoping one of them fucks your ass up and puts that as a warning. I hope one of them beats the living fuck out of you. And I don't think you have a privilege or the right to sue them because you were breaking the law first in stalking them. They have a right as human beings to protect themselves in kind. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Hi, TKO is WCW 2.0. And to wrap up what grinds my gears this week, strike that. For the last 2 months, this is going back to right after All In. This has been Raw. This has been SmackDown. What? Oh, cool. AJ Lee came back. All right. Wait, what? That was the most exciting thing. Brock Lesnar coming back after being proven innocent of all the bullshit against him. AJ Lee after being gone 10 fucking years. Great fucking moment. Past that, Raw and SmackDown have been this. Who said you could touch the Al Bundy hand in the pants on the crotch, doing the itch and sleeping? Hell, you had Jacob, yes, for almost a month. Jacob Fatu has been gone. Now, it was either a mix of creative or just my opinion. They wanted to prepare for something because I think they're going to have him challenge for a world title not too far from now. So that is what grinded my motherfucking gears this week. But now it is time. I look at the clock. We're almost an hour and a half, which is exactly what I expected. Because at 1 o'clock, it is time for football, baby. But, Nick, we had a hell of a good show this week. I wasn't expecting the kind of rant you gave about the product. I know you're getting pissed off, and, well, I'm getting there too, brother. So before we get out of here, thoughts on the announcements of the TNA Hall of Fame and thoughts about the past week. Well, actually, last night with No Mercy. To wrap it up before we get out of here. Anything you want to say?
Didn't even pay attention to No Mercy, if I'm being honest with you. Didn't even know it was a pay-per-view that was going on. I've been so wrapped up with everything else as far as the wrestling world goes. Oh, and to any of the homies that are in Massachusetts, big ups. The Sox have clinched it. We're going to the playoffs, baby. Let's go. So that's kind of what we've been focusing on mostly around here. But hopefully Obafemi's coming to Raw. Or I guess SmackDown too, but I want him on Raw.
All right. Well, overall, beautiful people, Mickey James, congratulations on the Hall of Fame induction. No, sorry. You're in Buffalo's territory. Not happening, KB. Nope. We got a receipt. You motherfuckers have not been easy to beat. So we got a receipt for your bitch ass.
We'll see
what happens. But overall, shout out to Ricky Saints.
What's the Bills' record right now?
3-0.
Nice.
Yep. Couple of weeks. We've usually maybe last couple of years have been 3-0, and then we lose one, and then we get back on track, and so it happens.
Yeah,
it's not uncommon. Anyway, to close out the program, do you want to tell the good people at home how to find you?
Yes, I am Nick Necro on all social media platforms, except for Facebook. Don't find me.
Only I can find them, you fuckers.
My Twitch is Nick Necro, but instead of with an O at the very end, it is a 0. Come watch me. Lately, I've been streaming the new Silent Hill, so come check that out. I might be streaming it right after this, actually.
Ooh. Tune in, folks. You might be enjoying yourself. For yours truly, Eric37 Joker, put the number 0 where the letter O would be. That's on all the socials. Find me if you dare. I'm always around this place. But, before we do the closing festivities, I need a moment with everybody at home. So give me a second. At the start of the show, you overheard some things. For the last few years, as a lot of you are aware, I was known by another persona. And I told you at the end of last season that you saw my transformation. that you would get more of me. However, there are a lot of things that are pissing the other guy off. He has this tendency to not want to stay so quiet. I want you all to mark this on your calendars right now. October 26th. October 26th. That is roughly 5 weeks from today. Just because of the way the calendar. Because guess what? The Vision, TKO, Triple H. I've been talking with him. And I've explained to him why I've asked him to be so quiet. The week of Halloween, October 26th, 11 a.m., 10 Central, here in the Wrestling Asylum. We are going to go back. Eric the Joker is coming. The hair, the lipstick, the makeup. One pissed off Joker. And I've got a lot to say. And so do we, kitty. See my point? I told you this was coming. Now you know when to prepare. But with that being said, I look at my clock. It is that time for myself, for Mr. Necro. I'm Eric, aka EJ. This is the Wrestling Asylum. We hope you have a great Sunday. Again, congratulations to Mickey James and the beautiful people. Shout out to Ricky Starks, aka Ricky Staines. He finally got the gold, baby. Thank you, sweet Mother McCree, and God bless America, baby. Sweet baby Jesus. I wish we had the clip. I'm going to have to talk to the boss about it. I'm feeling kind of oozy, but Hunter, when it comes to your current booking, you ain't shit. I'm going to say this about Ricky Starks winning. Ricky, this is for you. Uncle Fat said it best.
I give this match a 10. A fucking 10. I'm talking about. That's why he's the MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. Brothers and sisters, are you with me?
We are, Austin. That being said, it is almost time for kickoff. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Tune in next Sunday because, so I think it is time we look at the career of somebody that I think you're all going to be happy to talk about. So let's light it up. Mrs. Brooks, the one and only AJ Lee, will be featured in our Wrestler's Lifestyle here next week on the program. So tune in for that. So till next week, I'm Eric. That's Necro. We'll see y'all next time. So long. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget, do us a huge favor. Like, share, subscribe, stay notified, Telegram, Baby Wrestler, Google Plus, your sister's ass, your baby mama, the Google Express. Don't forget to check out the Linktree. Don't forget to check out our great ambassadors from W and Swift Energy, Dream Alive University, Habits 365, and Okaze Clothing. And make damn sure you do not forget, if you're in Boston, shout out to Luigi's Pizza and Eatery. Check them out. You never know. Maybe my crazy ass will be in Boston one day to check you guys out and hang out. Maybe, you know. And have a slice. But until next time, So long, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. And are you ready for some football? A Sunday, Monday tradition. Till next time, everybody. Peace out. So long till next time. And we are out.
Let's rock and roll. My one man golden life to get my pockets full. We got the grand in this time. Can't get your pockets full. Take a stop and go. You should lock it low. Keep that ratchet. Roll through there. What is it? For sure, I'll retire. I've been through that fuck.